Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, just making a real short video. I'm talking about this article that I read earlier this week, and it got a lot of play on Twitter. The article was about Whole Foods and other retail stores accepting crypto for payment, and the article was launched by Forbes, and it was basically, one of those colorful journalist writings, pieces, whatever they call it. Was talking about Cameron Winklevoss, one of the Winklevoss twins, owners of the Gemini Exchange, and they go into Starbucks and he pays with crypto. And there were some interesting things in there. What I thought was the most interesting part is that it seems like there are some companies that are accepting crypto as payment, but they don't want to talk about it, right? To me, this was obvious. Like, if you're in the Bitcoin sphere, if you know about things such as Lolly, right? Like, you probably already know that clearly these companies have an interest in Bitcoin and they know what it is, and it would be sensible for them to start, experimenting and figuring out and testing the market. I just wanted to make this video sharing my thoughts about the, retailers accepting crypto and what it means for Bitcoin and what it means for hodlers, and also some reactions from Bitcoiners. The first thing I'd like to want to start off by saying is that any retailer who begins to accept crypto, this is a very bullish thing for the space, because Bitcoin is a mind virus, right? And it usually takes one or two or three or four times for people to kind of understand what it is, and that it's legit, and that it's money, and that people are using it, and that it has value to people. And whenever, if I'm a 50-year-old guy and I read Forbes every day, or 60-year-old dude, and I don't understand what Bitcoin is and why all the young kids are into it, but I see that, oh wow, Whole Foods started to accept Bitcoin. You're going to start viewing it in a different light, right? And retailers accepting Bitcoin as payment, it legitimizes Bitcoin. One of the reactions that I saw from a lot of people in the space was that they were unhappy at, I guess, this application called Spendin. I don't know how you want to pronounce it, right? They tried to copy the HODL thing and switch the last two letters, because it's a custodial Bitcoin service or payment system, right? So you don't actually hold your own Bitcoin, you don't hold your own keys. This upset, agitated some people, just like, oh, this isn't legit. Like, this isn't something to be excited about because people aren't holding their own keys. And I disagree with that sentiment. I think that it's going to take baby steps, right? Like, first of all, Lightning Network's not at a level where it could be widely, spread. A lot of minutia in there that most people just won't be able to get right now. I think we'll get there with time. But I'm saying all of this. Oh, and another thing I thought, hey, say hi to Puka, guys. Puka just came in the room. Pookie's my little puppy. Pookie wears diaper because Puka's old and he potties sometimes. I have the belief that retailers and entrepreneurs are going to be the primary drivers of Bitcoin adoption, because yes, it's good that people want to hold it and speculate on Bitcoin and invest, quote unquote, in Bitcoin. But really, Bitcoin's success is going to be driven by people who value it and who want to accept it as a form of payment. And more importantly, by those who want to exclusively accept it as a form of payment. And I believe that this will be almost like a branding tactic that a lot of companies and businesses use in the future, pandering to Bitcoiners. Getting people to part with their Bitcoins is very powerful. And the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is, it's funny because even though, I do believe we're only, probably 12 months at most away from some major retailer, whether it be Walmart, Amazon, eBay, saying yes, we are starting to accept Bitcoin. They'll probably accept a whole bunch of other shit coins as well, because why not, right? They're just going to convert it to US dollars. And I don't think that that's necessarily the type of adoption that is necessary for Bitcoin to grow as a growth currency, as, yeah, as a growth currency. But interestingly enough, I think Americans really won't understand it even when it does happen, right? Like if Amazon announces tomorrow, oh, we're going to start accepting Bitcoin, most Americans still won't get it because they're not smart enough to understand um, how money works and what money is, and really the dollar's working for them just fine, right? Like they'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool. I guess like Bitcoin's a little bit more legit now. But really, what drives people into the space is the appreciation of the Bitcoin price. That is the primary driver of adoption, in my belief. And it's unfortunate that even something like a right now Bitcoin's trading like $8,000, and so there's kind of been this pump in 2019. People are like, oh yes, like mass adopt, it's coming now, the next bull market. I don't believe that. I actually think we're still in a bear market. I think that prices are going to go below $35,000 again, and that's not based off of technical analysis. It's based off of human psychology and I just my beliefs. And even the day whenever some big retailer announces that they're going to start accepting Bitcoin, it might drive the price up in the short term because Bitcoin is very highly illiquid. Um, it's the reality is most people still won't get it. They still just won't. They won't get it, and that's okay because Bitcoin will just continue to evolve, continue to grow, continue to gain acceptance, continue to implant itself in the minds of people. And whenever that time comes, I don't know what the if there's ever going to be a big event. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a gradual process. But as Bitcoiners, we have to be okay with that. You have to love the journey. And um, yeah, I think that's basically all I have to say about the topic. I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about mass adoption by merchants, or if maybe I said something you disagree with, I would love to hear that as well. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and also follow me on Twitter at elima_III. I talk about business, Bitcoin, and life. So see you guys in the next video. Peace.